Hope you can hear me past the wind. This is Dunn's Bridge in Balaclava. That's supposed to be 13, I'm sure. I'm sure that's not 3. Although it could be, it's washed away pretty well underneath. Should probably text to rewrite my name on here. So this is the Wakefield River. It wasn't too long ago it was flowing actually. Oh, some names on here still. Hey Cindy, 1880. So yeah, see if we can see the edge. One of our many bits of history. This used to be also a spot where people would go parking. In other words, right in the back, in the back of the car, for those that don't really know. And when we all got our licence in 16 and silly, yeah, well, when we got our P's, so 16 and a half, you'd have competitions to see who could leave the longest black marks across here. And a few guys did it, some didn't. Some just roached tyres like you wouldn't believe. I won't tell you what I did. So yeah, she's starting to crack up a bit. Well, don't get too close to the edge, idiot. So yeah, can't see much from this angle. All this floods right out here. There's a guy had hay bales out here, round ones. I suppose they'd be 400 or 500 kilos. And they floated off into someone else's paddock. So, and that's the Corunda Bridge over there, that's the main road. And that's Dunn's Road, heads back up that way out of town. So yeah, and here comes a local yokel. I know him. Don't know her though. So there you go. Yeah, and I believe my stepmum stayed in that house up there for a while, many years ago. Rightio, that's all I got for now. I've got to walk back to my $0 Zook. Walking, oh, I don't do much of that anymore. So yeah, anyway. Riley's got jumps out there, and he's a heap younger than I am. Oh, the train bridge used to be in between too. That concrete there's the old train bridge. So yeah, the other side of that is the Seamus Lip Chop riding trail, and of course you've got to come on this road to get around back onto the old train line. They pulled the train line up, so yeah, there's no bridge across there. I think it would be nice if they had a bridge, but yeah, who knows what happens in the future, right? And the whole train line's another story. So there you go. I don't think they should have ripped it up, but you know, somebody with heaps of foresight thought that small towns and having grain and rail freight was a good idea. And I agree. And someone very narrow-mindedly, even if they left it there and didn't touch it for 100 years, someone could come and replace the ballast and the sleepers and, you know, send trains down it later on for future expansions. But some narrow-minded bugger decided to rip it up. And it's very disappointing, you know. And it's a bit different through Clare and all that, because and Auburn, because they got burnt out in 1983 for Ash Wednesday. So all those sleepers would have had to have been replaced anyway. But there's no reason as to why they didn't leave that there and rebuild it. I guess the fact is it was bought out by Genesee, Wyoming, I suppose, and they didn't want to put any money into it, being that we're in Australia and they're in Wyoming, obviously, so, well, that's where the mother company is. So there's probably no benefit to them. But yeah, it's the trouble when your country sells out. This country's a sellout. So yeah, and they're changing the tax thing, so I don't know what's going to happen there. No one here's got any money to buy back Australian companies when foreign investors decide to sell up, because now they've got to pay tax back into the country rather than taking all the profits home. Which it's a good idea, but it's catch-22. They go, well, we're not making as big a profit margin, so we'll sell. That leaves a lot of us without a work, or without any work though. What do you do? I don't know which way that coin's going to go. I guess we'll find out, eh? Rightio. Yeah, for now. Better go home and do some more work. Take a look, man. It's all Gregor land inside dry. Goes all the way to that tree line out the back. So it's not so great on this road, we can move it. Probably going too fast. Slow down. That scrub. This paddock with the tank in it. That's Ryan's. That used to be Uncle Des's. Was Grandpa's before that, but now Tom and Ashley own it. And then they had the next one as well. This across here, this is Chucky Anderson's. Here's our cousin. Add some more footage in later. Yeah. So this is the Balaclava turntable, and obviously it hasn't ran for a long time. The last person to use it probably was Chris Richards, one of our train drivers, who's at retirement age. One thing he said, it was a balancing act, because you'd balance the loco in the middle, and then he said the last time he used it, it had no power, so they had to wind it round by hand. So, yeah, you had to really balance the loco out to get it to go round without having to work your guts out. And this was covered in trees up until a few weeks ago. They dug them all out, and yeah, we used to climb in here as kids. You'd never be seen in here because this was all covered with trees. So yeah. And the power station was the old CWA building, which has been ripped down. So it's a bit of a disappointment. Council chambers are there now, so it is what it is. And there's the brake in here. There was still a big electric motor in here when we used to come here and mess around with it as kids. We used to turn this cog, I think. Pretty sure it was that one. Yeah, it goes to the little one. And rock it as far as we could. And basically until we hit the trees. Someone's moved it since. We did actually have it straighter than that, because I actually locked one of the pins in as a kid. Or the tree must have busted it over. But yeah, we did actually have it locked in as kids and had it straighter than this. But yeah, just make cubbies and hide in there and muck around on here, and yeah, so that's what it is. And I think that's part of the cover for the engine that was inside. Well, not the engine, the motor, electric motor. Yeah, she's seen better days. So yeah, there you go. And this is the Balloch train station over that Walsall Terrarium. I think they call it terrarium. That big hard word I can't pronounce. They had this as a second-hand shop for a while. They've boarded up the windows so the local kids won't smash things, because that's what local kids do when they get bored. Lack of guidance. That's their silos. So the last train we had here was a Bluebird. Diesel hydraulic, not diesel electric, diesel hydraulic Bluebird. People carrier for Balaclava Cup Day. I'm not sure whether that was 2002. I don't know. But yeah, that's our concrete silos. There's a goods shed down there. Someone with lots of foresight decided that they'd have all these little towns connected with train tracks. And they'd push 10 wagons or so from Hoylton through Horbury down here, because it's all downhill, all the way through to Port Wakefield, and collect them up and make a big train as they go, and then go off to Wallaroo with it and take it out the jetty there. So yeah, look at the cutouts in there. Yeah, everything still worked. We as kids jumped the fence, this leads into the toilets. And of course, as you do as kids, you piss in the urinal and you flush the button and you go, holy shit, it still works. I don't know. There's photos of Uncle Des and Graham Wood with the 520 or 521 Steam Ranger parked here. So yeah, so there's half a dozen sightings here. So there's 1, 2, 3. 3 sightings here, and I think from the other side, the goods shed, I think there's 6 all up across that you can push wagons into. So yeah, it's still standing. And it will be if someone keeps looking after it, but it's getting to the point where it needs more looking after. We should run a rail service, it would be nice. Anyway, it's windy. We used to swing around on that crane as kids, hang off of it, and push each other around on it. It does full 360s. Wind each other up and down on it. I remember winding Darryl right at the top and the silly bug flew jump. So yeah, good shed. There used to be equipment into here. Wow. This has turned to shit since I've seen it last. Better watch my step. Elvis. Look at that. Looks like a Perkins air filter. Go figure. I suppose that's for all the track equipment that they did have. Ooh. Someone's come in here and dumped a load of crap. I mean, look, it's rubbish and mattress. This never used to be here. Bunch of wreckers. Look at that, there's a big drive coupler down there next to that extinguisher. None of this rubbish used to be here because it used to be a small track machine. Well, I don't know if it's an inspection machine or what, parked here, or a little grinder, I don't know. But none of these filters were here. All that muffler box. None of this crap. Bloody vandals. Look at that. Fridge radiator. Bit of history going to waste. Would have been a workshop at some point. Ah well. They call it progress. Look at that, it's a ream. They call it progress. More like degress. What have we got here? Fittings. Some kid tagged it, but he probably didn't know what he was writing over. Unreal. Oh yeah, PBR Dayco hose and fitting selection guide. Fitting style. There you go. Didn't know that was in here. It's the first time I've ever been in this section. Well, there you go. Oh well, what can I say? Should we get pushed down now? I bet you. I'm not sure that they were allowed to, but they'll do it. Old hard hat. Wonder if it's still in date. Oh, so the trains used to pull up there and get loaded, and I think there's a couple further down. So it's 1, 2, 3 sidings there. 4 is this one. I reckon there was, oh, that concrete moves. I reckon there was a couple more further out. Yeah, I don't know. Such a shame. This would have made a good workshop. Someone getting going. Oh well. Out for now. And here we have the lads.
Oh, g'day, Gregor.
Hey mate. How you going?
Gregor's well done.
Yeah, it's Brownie, the old Datsun. What are you boys fishing up today?
Just rigging her up.
Hey, what are you rigging up?
How you going? The old door hinges?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you gotta go on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna add you into my video, yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta go.
Yeah, alright. So what are you doing, Jared?
Oh, just watching, mate, watching.
Learning.
Learning how to do it, Bob Pro.
You'll be the next, do the next side.
That's it.
Yeah.
Steering the shit's for pussy this on. Fan doesn't work.
Oh, so it overheats.
So you don't know when it's on, and then when you fucking welding it overheats.
Overheat, it doesn't do any work. It's a little fucking guinea pig, mate.
Can't see shit.
Watch your eyes, Ava. Fake grass.
Watch your eyes.
Watch your eyes.
I can't see anything.
That's easy to get away.
It's right where I want it.
So explain to us what you're doing here, Jason.
Bit of weld on there
Yes?
to limit the movement of the hinge, so that this little device here doesn't pop over centre.
Yeah, so they can actually shut the door
That's right.
without bending it.
Otherwise it opens up too far, that strains out, goes over centre, and then you can't.
And then also you increase your guards.
Well, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Should be right.
Okay.
compressor over here.
When you too tight to buy spring.
And here we
you
have
do this.
the fish mech
Just leave it.
compressing the spring.
Leave it flapping around.
So the idea is what, to cut that once you get it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah? If it makes it that far.
If this wire's strong enough.
Should be.
It's cutting wire, it's high tension stuff.
Should be. So as long as you've got it compressed enough now.
Well, I'm gonna bind the spring.
Come on, even I dyna bolted my bloody vice to the bench.
Throws that shit up.
This is how you
That
do.
wire's useless.
This is how you do the front
I've
spring.
been trying to fucking.
This is how you do the front springs on an AU Falcon, isn't it, Jace?
Pretty much, but use fencing wire.
Yeah.
Not this cheap fucking A shit. bit of balls.
Unreal.
Yeah, genuine farmer tie wire. You probably better off the MIG wire than that shit. It's that.
The MIG wire's only low grade. Oh, but it's got core flux in the middle, so
that's
you.
the stuff's that like kind of brittle.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. You might have to get a bit of MIG wire. A couple of good zip ties would do
Just
it.
cutting the area, not fucking holding springs together.
A couple of thick zip ties would be better, yeah. Because you.
Actually, I reckon I got some of that covered there in that drawer. Hell,
Didn't it break while that
you're fucking wild, Greg.
I'm wild?
Oh,
Why am I wild?
I don't know.
Actually, I probably am pretty wild. We've had Susie pretty well sideways.
It's the same as basically the same as the 240Z hinge. Early 240Z hinge.
Oh yeah, it's probably the same as a Datsun 260C hinge then.
That's
They'll be at the same era.
Yeah.
Yeah, 260, 280,
fucking using the old fucking Datsuns and Nissans.
Datsuns. Yeah, probably the same as my 6.
Datsuns.
The,
Probably-
the 1970 240Zs had hinges with this linkage here,
Yep.
and then from 71 onwards they had like a little cam kind of set up, and it had like you could stop the door halfway and then open it all the way. Whereas these it's like
Yes.
either shut or
728. 728's got the same thing.
like that.
Not like that, like the other one you
Like,
described
yeah,
with
not
the little
halfway.
cam.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So but they work with a little wheel
Yeah.
on the cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like a flat bit with two notches and then like a pin with a little wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yep.
What you have
Didn't they
here.
have new door hinges, right?
What you'll have here is one highly compressed spring in a minute. To the point where they come with binding.
I'll hold the other end of the vice.
Yeah, on the check
Binding,
side,
I've got a
on the
camshaft
outside,
that does
on the
that.
girls. Fuck.
I thought you said this was
Get that right
very
around.
easy.
Right around there.
I don't know that is going to hold.
It will. It's got a bit of fucking weight on it, doesn't it?
It does.
Just. Everyone put their safety glasses on.
The only thing missing from this picture is a fucking couple of draft tins.
There's a Paley bottle there.
That's how you fucking snap it.
Ready? Cling. No, you'll be right.
Alright.
It's almost not got enough in it.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're deadly. Look at it.
It won't go far.
One there, one compressed spring. Doing!
What's it going to do? Hurt your fingers?
That's the new one, fidget spinner.
That's a fidget spinner because you can't fucking stop.
Fidget spinners? Oh, don't talk to me about them. Oh.
You got a YouTube channel on fidget spinners yet?
No.
You know how I got it in there? I didn't punch one of them in there.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. That's how I must have done them.
We don't need fidget spinners. We can change all Datsuns and beer cans.
Knock it out. It will
Knock
bend
out
it, but
the-
it'll come back.
Knock out the easy one. Knock
Yeah,
out
the
knock
little
out
one.
drilled.
The one you drew, do you reckon?
Yeah, because that one tries to fix the whole thing.
What's going on here?
And then when it's in, just put a tack on the bottom of it. Knock the bigger one out.
Block and tackle? Check. Ute lined up and sent for the cab removal? Check. Tamara giggling behind me? Check.